Yeah. Ew. Yeah, he running New England offense, so
They actually did make a really good Thor. The in-game Thor. Not the fat one, the skinny one. I mean, the muscle.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
change of direction worsens with field conditions each quarter. Interesting.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Tua going to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well,
another player joined the party. Who is this?
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch.
Ty popped in on mine yet.
Than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On the return, here's Agnew. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Let's see what he doing. Hey, what up, Ty? I barely can hear you, though.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
I think it's hard to say.
You go pay what you owe.
We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Herbert. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. Past the 20.
I can't believe he blitzed everybody like that, Beasley.
Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
What's up, boy? My name, Dandy. Gangy, I'll see you, boy.
I mean, he did like a engage 8.
Tucker now to kick it away.
I mean, I do blitz a lot, but I will never do an engage 8.
And no thought to bring this.
You hooping today, Ty?
And they'll take over at the 25.
I can't hear Ty.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really
Devin.
seeing. But there also isn't much margin for error for
Devin.
this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum.
Darius, answer the door, baby.
Sharks smelling blood in the water.
Answer the door.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua steps away to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to
Up Darius with the groceries.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The Ravens are monsters.
Patrick Queen, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
You know what? I'm glad I'm streaming, so if you do quit, I can post it.
The touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Hi, baby. Sound like you're doing something. What you doing, Ty? Well, what else you doing? What you doing after that?
Set to get this drive underway. They're still in search of as they come up here 1st and 10.
Nah, I'm good.
They swallow it up right near the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, I can't. I'm in a Madden game.
Here's Tua. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Yep.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, Mom, do you want this broth in the fridge? The broth. Beef pot roast, country vegans. I mean,
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Huh?
Picked up by Patrick Queen.
Yeah.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part...
Well, I'm going to hop on. I'm going to hop back on after this Madden game. I'm in a league game right now. First.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
What's it on? What is it on?
Give up the middle to Dobbins.
What you watching?
He's heating up at the line of scrimmage.
I thought you had been watched it.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5,
but
they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead.
No, you talking about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the road and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good, running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offside. Easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping it for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Find a spot. Darius, help him out, please.
Yes, sir.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He winds
you
up
help him, Darius?
back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
21-0 our score after 1.
Hey, where's that soup your mama had wanted?
Okay, it's the one closest to the cup.
Alright.
Dang, you just opened it up like that?
Excuse me. Hey, go find Mama's soup cup. Where's her soup cup at?
It's wrapped in the fridge right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did.
Is this one that wiggle jiggle wiggle? Oh yeah, this one I used to make it jiggle wiggle.
I was sitting there trying to make soup for my wife. That's fine. Hey, babe, it's gonna be hot. Daniel, can you give me a plastic spoon? Never mind, I found one. Never mind. Set it in that bowl right there. No, hand it here. Hold on. Where you want me to set it at, man? You got it? Thank you, Daniel. Hand me that bowl with the vegetables in it. Yeah, get you some. Go ahead and get you some up. How much you want?
That's enough.
That's enough?
Okay. What's this white stuff?
Potatoes.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely
busy. I'm out of
shaking
place.
A little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
42 yards on the ground for him so far.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying
I ain't
out of
gonna
the
come up
sticks,
with that
whatever
until
you want
second
to call it.
half.
7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Also, I got that 4 years old. The Joe Maiden, the Richards, Isaac and stuff. Yeah.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys.
That's a tough ball to Beasley.
Football and start getting guys on the ground.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
Holding.
And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Herbert. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space.
That holding call hurt.
A nice dirty run. That's a positive play for the offense.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Nice 3rd down conversion, and even 20 yards.
Yeah, it's Dobbins.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there.
I got him to an X factor.
On the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Tucker able to
come on,
the
Darius.
Extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Tucker now to kick it it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Goofy, that's exactly what I'm going to say. Goofy, Goofy.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I ain't gonna lie, that momentum stuff is some cheating stuff.
Because he's already been intercepted in this
I can see his primary target.
They continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Oh, I had their first quarter.
From the 34, they'll come to the
see, like that, he's doing the screen.
Now Tua. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to pass. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Dobbins trying the left side. Trucks over him. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards.
Y'all can't tell me Dobbins ain't that
drive rolling.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry,
I like how you said
now for the day.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Say what? It should be right there, baby.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the up, and this one will wind up with him losing.
Something wasting my phone.
Back to the 40-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards.
Darius, your mama wants you.
So brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Again, Dobbins trying the right side, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why.
And now here is another interception.
He caught me.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense.
Hey, I'm just running my offense and my defense, man.
Reading these passes,
it's his defense job to stop my offense, and it's his offense job to score my defense. We just doing our job.
Defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner?
That's why they get paid the big bucks.
4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way
how did he get Tua?
First half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
I'm just not noticing that.
You might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy
I ain't complaining.
And you take what you want.
But why? I said I ain't complaining, but he got Tua. Why he got Tua?
Trying to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Yeah, he could have had any other quarterback to it. Somebody must have. I don't know. Tua. I mean, he ain't the type of quarterback. I trade you for Tua. Nah.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And my goodness, another interception.
Yeah.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't
Devin,
themselves right now. Offensive
take a
line,
party.
And probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
The quick slant caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
I really thought that was pick.
Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
He coming.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Ravens take over the first half of the action at their own 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
It's like that would be done. But now,
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
trying to get the munching and shopping and roughing and
Beckham will go in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He completes it to Beckham. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, Justin Herbert.
Ah, I threw a pick. God dang it. And he fumbled. I know he mad.
The Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL
Yeah, I
game.
mean, it broke my controller.
Someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. on the counter now. It's Dobbins. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Herbert now. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Touchdown.
Man, you know, unnecessary roughness.
Andrews with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't.
The dude I'm playing, he got a pretty good record though. He's 5-3.
That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
I'm in this training for however long you need me to. This is probably like 30 days, and I'm gonna be up here. Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete here to Ayuk. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so...
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Herbert's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Herbert.
Oh, so see about Freya.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, it's Mitchell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, you just trying to run the clock out.
Extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Play action, now it's Tua. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Here's a give to Dobbins. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL,
yeah, you're streaming
matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives,
let me know what cheat codes I put in if I'm cheating.
On a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And I'm not beating them with the same play. I'm picking different plays.
Sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself,
Devin,
we've seen a lot of
can I show you something?
games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests.
Show you something real quick.
But in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the 2 of us have watched from behind our hands.
That's what you want?
Spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. because you don't have to throw it. You
Oh,
can
God.
a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in
Nah, we didn't work too hard to shut you up, man.
And they're going to have this
Naturally coming down here and stuff.
inside the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
Right back to Mitchell here. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them. So they'll
Look
keep
at him,
handing it
think
to
he's slick.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Well,
That
had
should
his
have been
hands
picked.
on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
Oh, yeah,
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
So, I mean, he's chill with me telling me, she was just at my house. She was just over here. Dang.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Okay, so basically you're just gonna be
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
what is gonna be the guy to is that the guy? Okay. Valid.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check like Porto came up and then you just dropped out.
Dobbins running out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards now at second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now on 2nd and 13, Herbert. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
handoff running left is Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest together.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So 1st down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
126 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
I did catch a gigantic wolf. I'm pretty hungry. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and bring her to
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot, I did not get that on my recent team, no. Act, when you get it, just act like I gradually change you up while we eat.
Hello?
I'm with you. Surfboard.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Dang, good drop. No, it's a baby, bro. Like, no need to pause.
Here we go.
No need to pause. Ooh. Not me. No, that's a baby.
Bro, 52.
Tua now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. They didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Baltimore, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be on the road next week as a...
He ain't even sacked me once. Very much sackable. Oh, they gave J.K. Dobbins a +1 in speed.
Alright, wake up. Wake up. Now, please, can you explain what you
Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. The top 3, I'm not number 1, how can you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you can hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black.
Alright.
Run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1.
Serious? I didn't ask for two. I didn't agree to this. When did I agree to this?
7-3-0. Nah, I mean, you set them, took that abuse.
When did I? Did you agree to that? Did you agree to that?
I commend him.
I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back.
Trying to get some action in, Beezer? Oh, you gotta warn it.
Already?
You trying to get some action or you gotta warn it? Your choice. Your choice. I don't want to pressure you in any kind of way.
Didn't I kill all of them?
Hold up. It ain't easy breaking away or being a
Didn't I
great.
kill all of
Slamming
them?
the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me
Didn't
about
I
the
kill
game.
all of them?
20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Me holler to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters. This ice bucket
So if we
dropping.
break
Over
that,
the head,
we Okay. All, like, they were, if I feel like
I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitated. I ain't flattered on my dragon.
What's your name, man?
No.
What's your name?
I grabbed you by your head and I threw you like.
So what, Bill?
Down. Every single last step I threw all the way down.
I go extra for the fam. I go extra for the
I got extras on the plate. I go extra for the play. I got extras on the